Defend your livelihood, and here is why we should. It's Rhyme and Reason 849.
Here's your rhyme and reason. Oh, yeah.
Hey there, Tony here, and I'm coming to your defense today because you have a right to defend your livelihood. And this will come as a surprise to way too many people these days, but your right to do that doesn't come from the government or the Constitution. No, that 2A thing, that Second Amendment thing, no, that's not where it comes from. Rights don't come from people. And just because some guy named Bill mentioned rights doesn't change that fact. Nope, rights come from God, period. So you have the right to defend your livelihood no matter what the government might say or not say, or say you can or say you can't do, because your livelihood is your means of securing the necessities for life. That's according to a dictionary definition of the word. Even Bill acknowledges your right to life. So there you go. Protect yours. Protect your life. Now, here's the reason I bring it up. Because I read a short news blurb recently that talked about how politicians in California are trying to pass a law that makes it illegal to stop or try to stop a thief from looting their store. Yeah. If you own a store, politicians are trying to pass a law to make it illegal for you to stop or even try to stop a thief from looting that store. And the blurb that I read added a subhead that said, you could go to jail for defending your own business. You get that? It could be against the law to defend your business from those who break the law. Now that's a sign, and it's one of so many, of how depraved and broken our governmental system is in America. And it's difficult, although not impossible, to believe there were enough voters to elect politicians that stupid. Maybe those politicians didn't or don't need enough voters. You know what I mean? Maybe that's not the case. Maybe they just need enough of a particular voting machine or system. Just saying. Those politicians don't work on laws like that because they care about those poor people just trying to make ends meet as they load up on bags of expensive cosmetics and iconic sportswear. I noticed that they don't often go in and steal bags of groceries. No, the politicians hate those people. But they hate hardworking, evil business owners even more, because entrepreneurs represent free and independent thinkers. And we sure as shooting can't have that, right? That political nonsense reminds me of something that I shared years ago. A little story when I was a kid, how I'd go to work with my dad on Saturdays. He was a milkman for a long time, and this is when milkmen would have to get up at 3 a.m. to be sure to have the milk delivered in time for breakfast for most of their customers. And I remember around daybreak, we'd stop somewhere for a hearty breakfast of bacon, eggs, and toast, and I also remember seeing a sign in many of those places that said, "We reserve the right to refuse service to anyone." And that absolutely should be a right of any business owner for any type of business. Of course, there will be stupid business owners who shoot themselves in the foot by refusing service to someone based on skin color and ethnicity and perceived status. But if they prefer to risk their livelihood by being that stupid, that should be their right too. It's their business. And it's your right with your business. You should be able to defend your livelihood and refuse service to anyone, even if it's just because they have piercings and look dirty or smell bad or are an ethnicity you don't agree with. Or maybe they're loud, or maybe they live under a bridge. Maybe they're too snooty, they're too blonde. Maybe they aren't the right color. Ooh, I know that's a big one, right? Maybe they don't speak English. Whoa, Tony, how dare you? And maybe they fall under any category you happen to come up with. You should have the right to say, I don't want them in my place. You should have that right. No one has the right to force someone else to run their business a certain way. Although You would think that they do because, the government is making it that way. But they don't. They don't have the right to tell you how to run your business. Just because they force you to do that doesn't mean they have the right to do that. Even when you passionately disagree with their methods, their choices, or worldview, it's still their business, not yours, and vice versa. So my recommendation again is protect yours. I'll always defend your right to life, but I'll never defend your right to someone else's life or their freedoms.
It should be so easy to just see we're not free as long as the innocent die. To say that it's legal, we spit on the ego who stands for what we once held high. It's hard when we count up the cost, and 1,000,000 more lives have been lost. True love won't give up or give in. Hang in there, it's worth it, we win. It's not law, we got law, and we saw that each law kept taking us further from truth. When logic and reason don't have their due season, the lies end up long in the tooth. So work hard and take time to pray for lives to be saved every day. True love won't give up or give in. Hang in there, it's worth it, we win. See it through. It's worth it, it's worth it. Watch how it changes you. It's hard when we count up the cost, and 1,000,000 more lives have been lost. True love won't give up or give in. Hang in there, it's worth it, we win. So work hard and take time to pray for lives to be saved every day. Won't give up or give in. Hang in there, it's worth it, we win. True love won't give up or give in. Hang in there, it's worth it, we win. Hang in there, it's worth it, we win. Hang in there, it's worth it. There, it's worth it, we win.
Yes, hang in there. It's worth it. We win. That's why I played that song, because those people who aren't even born yet, they have those same rights too. And I just thought that song, even though it didn't completely tie in with the message of this episode, it did kind of tie in, because you got to work hard and take time to pray for lives to be saved every day. And true love won't give up or give in. So once again, hang in there. It's worth it. We win. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. And as always, it's brought to you by TonyFunderburk.com, where you can go over there and have access to over 2,600 articles and posts. And a lot of those have music that you can listen to, books that you can read that are not in book format, et cetera, et cetera. Anyway, plus, it's a good place to go over, and if you like what you hear and want to support me, there are things that you could buy, and that helps. And that's the place to go, TonyFunderburk.com. Remember, life has rhyme and reason because God made you.
There's a rhyme and reason for your life. There's a rhyme